Typically, you get called. I know personally, I'm usually called a month or two, sometimes less than that ahead of time, and so you you book it, and then usually the week before I'll call up Card. My cartage company manages all my drum gear, and I'll tell them where the session's going to be, what studio it's going to be at, and what I need, and billing information. So the day the session shows up, and you I usually drummers have to get there a little bit earlier. So if it's a 10 o'clock downbeat, which is pretty typical, I'll get there 9:15 to get drum sounds with the engineer. So we're ready to start recording at 10. That's the theory. But in country music, 10 o'clock actually does mean a 10 o'clock downbeat, and you start working at 10. But in Christian music, usually 10 means, about 11 o'clock, we start actually talking about music. So everybody's different. Every producer has a different style of producing. So once you get your drum sounds, the session starts, and somebody, the producer will bring out a song, and usually there's a demo of it somehow. And usually one of the people will chart the song out, or there's a chart already provided. Chart meaning music, and that's a whole different thing. That can vary from, I've done sessions where they hand you I've had 10-page charts where you're taping up on three music stands, so you don't because I can't flip while I'm playing. To a half sheet of page number chart, which leaves tons of options for you. And then you start rehearsing the song, run it through maybe once or twice, and record it, and make any punches or fixes that you need, and you're done. That's kind of typical. The session I'm working on today and tomorrow is more like we dig in a little bit more, where you start working on a song at 10, and at 1 you might be done with that song because you've really explored a lot of maybe sonic options. Well, let's try this snare in this take. Well, let's try the. What if we change the tom configuration? All right, now that we got that, that's what we want sonically. We like that, but how about now we change the part? We try this in the choruses and this in the verses, and there's all kinds of options. And some producers go to great extents to try to explore that, and some producers don't necessarily care. It's not that big of a deal. And usually that's related to the size of the budget. If you have a lot of budget to spend, then you can spend a lot of time, trying different things out. But if you don't, you generally have to get it in a real short amount of time.